Are you a victim of domestic violence? Since 2013, From Ordinary to Extraordinary has helped over 3,000 women, and we want to continue to rebuild the community with one family at a time. Please make a donation or sign up for volunteer opportunities today at imfote.org. No matter how you choose to get involved, know that every bit counts. From Ordinary to Extraordinary is a 501c3 nonprofit organization designed to empower women and girls that have experienced domestic violence.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Good morning, Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Okay, we're 11 minutes late. We ain't perfect. We're still a work in progress. It's Michael, Shawn, Shawnee Scott, Sexy Mo. Jay Black is somewhere. His square should be popping up at some point. We'll wait for Jay Black. I don't know how the flu symptoms are coming along. He seemed like he was getting better. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. It's Tuesday. I was about to say it's Monday, but it's Tuesday. It's the day after all the festivities have gone down. Shout out to Afro Queen. Good morning, love. Hope everything's great. Don Page, what up? Good morning. Shout out to everybody who's getting on here. The bishop is in the building. The bishop is in the building. The bishop is in the building. The bishop is in the building.
What's up, Natalie Brown?
I like that bishop in front of your name. How do you become a bishop? Like, what is there? I guess you got to go to school and stuff, right? Or can you just, is there? I got to talk to the bishop, see how you get there.
You're a reverend first.
You got to be a reverend.
I think so. You think you got to be a reverend first? I think there's levels to it.
You got to start off as a deacon. You got to work the door at the church first.
I think you got to be on the usher board first, then a deacon.
There's steps to it. There's levels to this. There's always levels. Damn it, I always want to skip levels. Oh, all right. Let's get to it. Shout to everybody. Who I'll start? Well, we'll start with the lady that is on a little mini, well, she's still working, but on a little mini vacation that leads to a real vacation. Sexy Mo, how was your night? Something you want to tell us because you got the robe on, like you the female Hugh Hefner. I don't know what's going on.
So no, this week is the robe edition. I shall not be wearing clothes in the morning because I'm comfortably working from home.
You shall not wear clothes in the morning?
I mean, like get dressed like I normally do because normally I'm rushing out right after I get off air to take to school. So this is a non-take them to school week, and I am going to be comfortable in my plush robes that I don't normally get to wear.
Yeah. Shout to your boo. Kathy Black, good morning, baby. Good morning. So how was your night after all that? I know you can't tell us some of your night, but how was your night?
It's soccer mom-ish. I worked, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I said I wasn't gonna work while I was on vacation. I've been pushing out these flyers, these tickets, and these these things that I've had to do off my plate because I want to start the new year off right. So yeah, I've been working because when I get on this cruise, I'm not doing a damn thing.
Good. That's excellent.
Eating and laying in some sun.
That's right.
I'm not picking out a laptop. If it ain't done before I go. When the boat say toot toot.
Right. And you bringing your son with you, or is this an adult thing, or are you bringing your son too?
This is his cruise. I'm coming on his cruise.
Right. Oh, you're going on his cruise. Okay.
Cruise.
All right.
Yes.
Cool. So that's his. Okay, that's gonna be
his
dope.
birthday is New Year's Day.
Yeah, that is crazy. That my sister's birthday is New Year's Eve. I say my daughter. My sister's birthday is New Year's Eve. My poor sister's birthday.
He would have came before then, but they were giving me, medicine. You remember, Mike? I went into labor early and they were giving me medicine to make me hold him in. And I was like, dang it. Y'all could have let me have him on New Year's Eve, like right at 12 o'clock so I could get all the free Pampers for a year. But no.
You know what, Mo? This is the bad part. This is why you shouldn't drink a lot. I really don't remember. Like I know you had a kid, but I don't remember I don't remember exactly like how. I don't know how I got the new. I don't know.
Mike, I called you from the hospital crying because I said, everybody's leaving me. It's New Year's Eve. They're eating. They're all leaving me.
Oh, damn.
And you was like, just go to sleep. You'll be all right. Just go to sleep. Let them. Like,
my mom
went to sleep. I'll never forget that. You told me to go to sleep.
My mom did the same thing. I must have got it from her because my mom had to stay in the hospital and she was very upset because New Year's Eve is when we have we used to have the old school big family. I mean, the big family party.
Yes.
I mean, strangers would pop up that we had never seen before at these parties. Oh, God, I really don't remember. Wow.
Yeah, he said, just go to sleep.
Okay. I don't even remember, honestly, I don't remember seeing you pregnant.
I was in the studio. I did a pop-up in the studio with you pregnant. I just don't understand how did you. Well, I was on bed rest. So that's why you didn't see me a lot. I was on bed rest. But yes, you did see me pregnant, but I never looked pregnant early on.
Oh, okay.
Shawty knows the deal. Like, you could look cute pregnant.
Yeah. No, most of the people I've seen that I work with that were pregnant, they got pregnant at some point. Like, you looked pregnant at some point, but I ain't see you at that point. Obviously,
I did a very good job while I was working high and still looking cute pregnant.
Okay.
I just was looking thick.
All right.
But no, at 5 months, 4 months, clearly, I was on bed rest.
Oh, wow. Okay. So then, I remember that being that serious, and it was serious because they put you on bed rest. That means it was serious.
Yeah, well, I know.
Oh, you was with, but at that moment,
at my job, I fell. The fiasco. I had
at your job. Oh, damn! But you was with you. Okay, I don't need an update. I'm about to ask too many questions. I'm about to ask too many questions. That was a real Jesus. It was a blur. Well, it all turned out to be an absolute fantastic blessing. So it all worked out. Yeah. Oh, clap it up, clap it. It all worked out. Yeah. I may not remember, but damn it, I took part in this.
Yes, you did.
Which is what a lot of people say. Shawnee Scott, how was your night? How was your night, dear Shawnee Scott? How was your night?
Well, since my kids are gone, I've been deep cleaning. And so I finally got their room finished and complete. And washing all those clothes. And
if you don't hit the claps, where the claps at?
Because I got to switch pages.
Jeez.
I got to switch pages and watch the comments, and it's a lot.
I know, that's why I'm clapping for you. I know you can't do it all.
Yeah.
I got a comment. I got a comment. Thank you, Stacey.
Yeah, Shawnee's sounding better. Because you did deep. Yeah, every time I saw Shawnee like it was serious. Like I was like, go ahead.
Yeah. So far I got 2 bags that are going to the Salvation Army, but there's more because I still got more clothes that I got to finish washing of theirs.
I'm watching the base. I'm watching the baseboards. Baseboards.
Oh yeah, I was cleaning the from the back of the house all the way up to the front of the house.
I be calling people for that. I'm like, man, what was that cleaning service I used to get? They were good too. I used to do that in the one room, that little ass apartment I lived in. You know how lazy you got to be to call the cleaning service. Them ladies would no, it was in Texas. Them ladies would clean my apartment within like 20 minutes, like flat, and it would be that's how small it was. They looked at me, they rolled their eyes. Them little Mexicans would roll their eyes when they came in. They like, I can't, but I know what they were saying. They was like sucking their teeth and rolling their eyes. I was like, yeah, but get that. They was like, psh. I think they used one rag to do my whole apartment. But real talk, I was like, damn. I said, do y'all organize closets? That's the only time I tried to speak Spanish because 2 of them, they spoke English, but just the English wasn't good. So, Shawnee, are you complete or you still got more renovations to go, cleaning reservations?
No, I got more. I got the washroom done because they had that a mess. I got their room done. I got to get their bathroom done because they left that a mess. And then the rest of the house won't be bad. Right. But they left my living room a mess, so I got to get that. Like if you walk in my house right now, you'd be like, "This is not Shawnee's house," because my house is a mess.
You need Uncle Mike because Uncle Mike is like a everything got a place type of individual.
Uncle Mike not like that.
Just come in and just
Uncle Mike wasn't like that when he was here. Okay?
Well, I was drunk when I was there.
Uncle Mike wasn't like that. Now, if I started cleaning up, Mike would get up and he'd be like, "Okay, well, where do you want to put this?" So he helpful in that way. But
if you want to know, I shouldn't give y'all this red flag, but y'all not around in my spot anyway. If you come to where I live at and it's not tidy, then he's drinking. If it is tidy, then I'm probably going to give you a coaster to put your glass on.
Yes.
So if you see that, then you're like, oh, he's good. But if you go to my closet and it's not right, then you know it's on. Mike will be there soon, Mo. Mike will be where soon? Why would I be? Where am I going to be?
Stop. You talking about at my house?
Right down page. Wait.
Like we not here. Like we invincible.
Oh, got it. Yeah. Chances are when I crack the code. So that was good. Because the code is being cracked as we speak. But anyway, so anything else going on? Anything? Oh, you went to church, but we talked about that. You went to church. We talked about that.
That was on Sunday. The other thing I did, I went to the container store and got some stuff, and I went to Walmart. I gotta go back to Walmart.
How long did you stay in the container store?
Oh no. See, I went online and said I want this, and I'm coming to pick it up. And I just drove up and they brought it out and put it in the car.
That's like a 4-hour trip.
Hell no.
Yeah, I know if you go in the store.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, no, I want this and this and put it in the car and I'm going to leave. And so I drove up and hit the little button on my app and they brought my boxes out. And I went to Walmart, picked up my food, but I got to take my lemons back because I opened my lemons this morning and one of them is rotted.
Okay.
So I'm like, yeah, we got to take the whole lemon bag back. Yeah, you got to do the sound effects.
You know this show. Where is this show going when the drama hits? And it was rotten.
Yeah, it was rotten. Girl, I pulled that out. I almost cussed.
Oh, that's the sound effect for the rotten. It was rotten. Oh. No, Shawty don't go in stores. I realize the only stores that she goes into is beauty things when them girls want something. Jenny's
go to Jenny
or Five Below. Everything else, these cats are still in COVID. They still playing like it's COVID. They order everything. Everything comes out to the car.
Well, it's convenient, Mike.
I don't like going in the store. I don't like shopping. I do not like shopping.
Are you enjoying
the container store is like so satisfying. You can be in there for 4 hours just like looking at everything.
Stacey, I am enjoying my time alone. I do miss my girls a little bit, but they call me every day on FaceTime and sit on the phone with me. Well, one of them calls and we just sit on FaceTime with each other for about an hour and a half. Because that's what she wants to do. So I just sit there.
Right.
I like going in stores. I like as much. I don't like going shopping.
I'm gonna say
I don't like going shopping. No, I don't like going shopping with people. I don't like going shopping with women. I don't like being around when y'all get to shopping. It's
because I took Mike in Walmart. I had to go get some stuff from Walmart, and Mike, are you really gonna drag me in this store? Yeah.
I like going by myself because I get to walk where I want to walk and I get to look at what I want to look at. And when I want to leave, I ain't got to say, y'all ready? I just turn around and leave. Like I love walking.
That sounds very selfish.
Yes, it is.
Shopper.
Yes. And I love going.
You had to push the buggy and everything.
Yeah, that's how I'm at a kid.
Are you the person that gets their own cart? Like when y'all go, you be like, I'm getting my own cart.
No, I don't even get the cart when I go with people because I'm on somebody else's timeline. So I gotta so if you want me to push the cart, I'll push the cart. I don't care. Like I push the cart, but I like just walking around Target and looking at stuff. Or like when I go to Home Depot or Lowe's, even though I don't know how to fix nothing, I'm fascinated with just walking around and looking at all the stuff that you could use if I knew how to use. I'm like, wow, you can really use that to do that. And I'll be asking questions to the store manager or the people walking the floor. And they'll be like, yeah, you use that to do that. You see how I was you wasn't here when I was with the caulk. I don't know how to do none of this stuff. But I think when I retire, I'm going to learn. I'm going to take some type of class, some type of handyman class. Because I think it's amazing.
You should.
They got classes at Home Depot you can take.
I'm going to have to take one of them classes. I can't get with ordering online yet, but 2023 I will, Stacey said.
Baby, Stacey, that Amazon Prime with them groceries, baby, right at your front door, it's a spoil. It's a spoil, I'm telling you.
Amazon Prime is an addiction.
It is.
I've only used it twice, and I've only used it twice because I realized that this is a problem. Like this is the as fast as it can get to my house, that's a problem. Like that's a problem, and I will be running money up like for real.
The fact that you can have somebody else shop for your groceries and deliver them to your
Yeah.
house is genius.
Beautiful. Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna start having them just deliver the groceries.
Yeah.
I don't have to get out. And the main reason why I did like the thing with the container store too, because I've been sick. So I don't want to it's like I'm getting better. Like I don't want to be around a bunch of people, but I need these things. So I love it. But Mike, you'll do it, and then when you spend too much money at one time, then you get yourself together. Because I did that. I used to do that. I had every day from Amazon.
And convenience is great. But it's their ploy of eliminating more jobs. That's what their ploy is, to eliminate more jobs. That's why they want people to shop, and so that they can just hire some people who bring the groceries out, and they ain't got to hire nobody to stack shelves and do all that other stuff. That's the only scary part. Amazon Prime Food. See, I don't know. Yeah,
it's free, girl. They do Whole Foods and they have Amazon groceries. Like they actually have they own grocery store. Yes, girl, for everything.
Do you know how lazy society's gotten that we need somebody to get our own groceries?
I don't like care.
Lazy. I mean, it helps, especially as a single mom that has kids in sports. Oh, that's like the best. I can just pull up and y'all gonna put it in the car for me.
Yeah, but
you can choose the time. Like you could choose the time.
Y'all not the lazy ones. They'll have me doing it. I'll be living by myself with nothing to do. I just don't feel like getting out the house. I really don't. But it's dope. It's dope. It's the future. That's what I mean. It's not the future. It's here. So and the lines a lot of people still going to shop as well, but the lines are getting longer and longer. Even when I was there when I stayed over there with Shawnee, I was like, damn, there's a lot of cars out here waiting on their damn packages and waiting on everything. I was like, okay, but I haven't done it yet. So I didn't even do it during COVID. So anyway, my night was cool. All right. I need everybody to watch The Best Man, the final chapters. I need everybody to watch The Best Man. It's on what is it on? Peacock.
The seed, like the show?
Yes, The Best Man. All the characters, all the actors. You know how normally they do the remake like The Fresh Prince, and none of the actors are in it. All the actors are in it. The Tay Diggs, the Morris Chestnuts, the everybody that was in the movie The Best Man is in the final chapters on Peacock. And I need y'all to watch
the final chapters. When did this come out?
Is it a series or just
it's a series? It's episodes. It's episodes, and it's really, really good.
When did this come out?
Yep, I found out by TikTok, and then all of a sudden my kids were like, we need the streaming password, and I was like, what's going on? So everybody was talking about The Best Man. They got scenes of it, which did ruin one storyline. TikTok, you did ruin one storyline because I saw that scene.
Don't tell me.
No, I'm not gonna tell you. I'd already started watching it, and then when I saw that scene, I was like, oh, got it. But I liked it. Robert Townsend directed it. Okay. I really did. It was one of them things that when it ended, I forgot that it was called The Final Chapters. So I really was like, when it ended, I said, damn, I thought there was going to be another season, but it's The Final Chapters. And it's pretty damn good. I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed it. Okay. Like I couldn't stop watching it. Now, because I didn't pay for the the other version of Peacock, I got some commercials, which is a little irritating. But the commercials were fast. Fast. They weren't no long commercials. So they were good. But they did a really good job. Like they literally got into a lot of topics of what's going on today that was really dope. And I did. I enjoyed it. Shout out to so go watch it, y'all. Because I can't talk about it now.
Well, I have caught up on some TV, Mike. First of all, Shawnee didn't tell me anything about Zatima on BET Plus.
Oh, I don't have it. I don't even know what that is.
I've never watched anything on BET.
It's a Tyler Perry series.
Oh, that's really good.
It's funny.
But I didn't know about it. Like really, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
What is it about?
Okay, it's good. It's a series. It's a black series. It's really good. Little twists and turns. Then I found The Gangs of London. Like I like
I
gangster
have
movies.
no idea. I have no idea what that is.
I like gangster movies.
Yeah.
And these are all sitcoms and series that I just happenstanced on, right?
Yep.
Flicking through, the apps, the 50 million apps you pay for that you
Yep.
don't get the time to watch, right, Mike?
Uh-huh.
The Gangs of London is good.
Welcome.
I only have Netflix. I don't watch TV. Like, if you tell me, like, when y'all on here talking and y'all say, "Oh, such and such show," then I'll go look for it. But I don't watch TV.
No,
TV's never on.
They never on. I was the only one watching TV when I went over there. I was like, don't y'all watch TV up in here? Like, I was like,
no, I got like all of these apps and I never get to watch it. So Gangs of London is on Paramount. I forgot that I even subscribe and pay for all of this stuff.
The Buzz Force is another season. They did a great job with The Best Man. Thank you. Yeah, they did a great job with the best. Like that, the way they did The Best Man. If they would have taken all them episodes, like literally all them episodes, I would have went to the movies to watch it. Like that was a good ass. Like I really enjoyed.
But I think that's the gimmick for Peacock. Peacock busts out with these original, series and original pieces like they did with the Will Smith Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
So is all the episodes there?
Yes, all the episodes are there.
So we can binge watch them.
Yeah, I might watch that.
I couldn't stop watching it. I was like, damn. I said, this is really, really good. They all and all like, listen, they all got older. Obviously, the Gangs of London is.
Okay, I gotta check that out.
It's on page. I'm about to hit season 2. Only hit season 1.
Where is it? Where do you see the Gangs of London?
It's on Paramount.
It's on Paramount.
Okay, so I gotta get Peacock. I got to get Paramount and I got to get BET.
BET Plus.
It's nowhere where you can just get all of this.
Yeah, on Fire, a jailbroken Fire Stick for free.
Oh, I don't have that. Oh.
That's a scam. Now remember how streaming. Yeah, I could have had the jailbreak. I didn't get it at the Mexican barbershop. I was in Texas because it was so early in the game. It was like 7 years ago.
Barbershop?
No, there was a barbershop in Grand Prairie that I used to go. He used to cut. He was dope. Like, let's not get it effed up. He was dope. He was just late to his own appointments on a regular basis. Like, I'd be like, dog. Like, you can't be an hour late. We binge watched the Tulsa King. I wanted to see the Tulsa King.
What is this? I've never heard of
the Tulsa Stallone is a gangster, and the whole premise is that he gets sent out to Tulsa, and he's like, I'm going to Tulsa? Like, why are you sending me? Yeah, from New York. Why are you sending me to Tulsa? But actually, it looked good. Like, the trailer looked dope. And then I started hearing good reviews. It's good, the humor, gangster and action. I'm going to watch that, Kathy Black and Miles.
What platform is that on?
Is that Hulu?
Hulu, I think.
Okay, so I got to get Hulu.
Is it on Hulu?
Got
all right.
BET and what else? Paramount.
Let me tell you the scam. Let me tell y'all the scam.
They spread all the good shows.
The reason why everybody, all the BS. I'm paying for cable now. Too much TV. Listen, the reason why I jumped off of cable in Texas was because obviously I wanted my bill to be less. Well, 35 streaming platforms later, I realized I was back paying a bill. Like when I just got
getting commercials, because that was the thing with streaming. Now you ain't gotta watch no commercials. Now you gotta watch commercials.
Unless you pay for the premium package, which takes the commercial instead of $4.99, it's $9.99, and now you ain't gotta get no commercials.
Yes.
And I'm like, no, I'll just take the damn commercials. But when I got Netflix, I was like, okay, I got Netflix, and I had another app that got all my channels. So I could watch my sports. So I was good. I just had 2. So my bill went from whatever to just my internet service and 2 streaming services. So it cut down by damn near $150. And then I started seeing commercial like what you're doing right now. You're like, so what's that on? Peacock. And what's that on? Paramount. Mm-hmm. And what's that on? And then what I do, I started getting Paramount, Peacock. Hulu was the first added one that I got. And what is the other ones? What's the other ones that I got? I never got that Sling TV, but I have the Roku TV. I don't even use that Roku, that app. And it comes with the TV. I don't know why I don't even check.
You don't use that and we're on Roku?
No. I don't use it because.
What are you saying, Mike?
I don't know. I don't.
What are you saying, Mike?
Sorry, y'all. Everybody, I watch Roku every day. Every day. Oh, yeah, and then Disney Plus got me. The kids was like, I said, we're going to get Disney Plus. Y'all teenagers going this, and they wanted Disney Plus, and then I watched Disney Plus. They had some stuff on there I wanted. I don't know. So now it's still cheaper than getting the cable. But Stacey, you were in the same situation I used to be in. I used to have the streaming and the cable, which was ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Because there's an app that you can get all your cable channels on there too. And that one was like, what was that? Like $9.99. And I got all my ESPNs, I didn't get CNN, MSNBC, and I got all the local networks. And then I got, all that. My mom got all the channels. She got HBO Max. She got HBO. She got Showtime, whatever the extra Showtime is. I've never watched anything on BET Max. I don't even know if I have.
I've never even watched anything on there. But I mean, I want to know. It gotta be somebody had to put something together where you can get.
They haven't combined them yet. They have. I know what you're talking about. That for one price you can get Netflix, Hulu, but they haven't cooperated yet.
Well, they did have like the bundle. Like if you can get like the HBO, Showtime, and something else. Like I subscribe to Disney Plus,
and with Disney Plus, you get the ESPN because they're all owned by Disney.
Yes.
So if you can get all that good. You can get all that good stuff.
But the jailbroken fire stick.
Yeah, the jailbroken fire stick is the move, and people will jailbreak them for you. Good morning, happy Kwanzaa. I think Pluto TV Pluto TV. I think is free, and Tubi is free, and I know it's free because I got a movie on it.
Habari, was it
well, what movie do you have on Tubi?
Stolen Virginity. I wouldn't. Hey, just when you see my parts, and after I'm done, Stolen Virginity is on Tubi.
Yeah,
it's free. We're talking about
it's free,
and Pluto TV is free.
Voodoo, you got Voodoo.
Oh, Voodoo, you got Voodoo on there too.
Yeah. There's a few streams that are free. There's a Roku. You don't have to subscribe to actually get certain things, but you still have to subscribe to the streams like on there from the HBO, Showtime, stuff like that.
TV is all different now. Like you can have a hot ass show.
If you have internet, you can still watch TV versus if your cable off, it's just off. You can't even get basic.
Right.
And what I don't like about this now, what I don't like about how streaming is now, is that they could be a hot ass show that I will never see because everything is so spread out. Everything's on this, everything's on that. Like back in the day when The Sopranos was out, everybody either you watched it, but everybody knew what time it was coming on and everything like that. Now it's just spread all over the place. Even Sex and the City and what was the other one? What was the other one with the actors in Hollywood? Mark Wahlberg's show. That was my show too, and I can't remember it. Oh, and it was the guys that lived out all together. They were like a whole clique, and he was a star actor. How do I forget that show?
Ballin'?
No, no. It was a bunch of white guys, and he was a star out there. And Ari was the agent, the ignorant agent.
Oh,
damn!
I know exactly what you're talking about.
How did I forget that? But I remember Sex in the City. Pause.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I can't remember that damn show's name. I watched it every week.
It's like 8 seasons.
Yeah. And they might have made a movie for it. I'm not sure. They might have made a movie.
It was a movie. It was a movie to it too. Yeah.
Oh, and I watched the movie, and I was disappointed in the movie. I watched the movie.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
Better than the movie.
Before we get into allegedly, can we just get into this? Can you show the Nick Cannon or what Nick Cannon was complaining about? Can you just show what Nick Cannon was? I just want to get into the stupid dummy of the week. I just want to nominate Nick Cannon, but in a fun way, not in a mean way. Not in a
you
mean
can keep talking. It's a picture.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not being mean to Nick Cannon. First Nick Cannon is saying we had one last week where he was like he feels guilty for not spending enough time. Then he says Nick Cannon says he spent all night traveling like Santa Claus to see all his 11 kids on Christmas. First of all, Nick Cannon, you got a lot of health issues. And I don't even care if you're on a private jet. Going to see 11 different kids on Christmas, it's got to be stressful. But this is what I'm talking about. Did you not think about this when you got the kid number 5? Did you think about this? Like, this is what I'm talking about. You got to stop. If you got 11 kids, and I guess he may have had a repeat other than Mariah Carey. Maybe he has more than one kid with a woman. I don't know.
A couple of them. He has more than one.
He has one on the way. Remember?
Do you know if you're trying to get to everybody on Christmas, if you're trying to get to everybody, you spending like 15, 20 minutes there. Like you rushing the kids to open the gifts. Like open these, and I'm sure they're dope ass gifts. An entourage. Thank you, Afro Queen. Damn, how did I forget
Yes,
entourage?
All right, it took me a minute. I was trying to do something. I was trying to see because now you can buy a subscription to watch Media Room 360, which is a streaming platform. Since we're talking about streaming platforms.
Oh yeah, well how did we miss that?
But I'm just going through it to make sure that it worked first, and then we'll do a big launch.
Thank you, entourage. Yes, Media Room 360. Yes, entourage. That's what it is. But Nick, like I don't understand. Like, didn't anybody people were really happy when Nick was doing this, having all these kids? Like I saw a whole bunch of lectures on Instagram and TikTok. How he's building his legacy of family. Didn't anybody see the difficulty that was going to come into this? Didn't anybody see the complications that were going to come into this? Didn't anybody see the eventual fact that when these kids are a certain age, when they hit a certain age, they're going to be talking about how they didn't really know their dad and they were tired of being known as the Nick Cannon kids and my dad wasn't around and he wasn't. Didn't we see all this? He should have had all them come to him. No, them baby moms wasn't gonna let all them kids just come to him.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
That's
you think Mariah is showing up with all the rest of the people?
That's not.
No, sir. Not gonna happen.
You got a hell of a time trying to negotiate with one baby mom to get the kid to come over for Christmas. You're trying to negotiate with 11 or whatever it is, 8 or whatever the amount of baby moms. That's a whole that's like dealing with Congress. Like you got to bring them together like 6 months before Christmas and have a vote on this is going down or not. But Nick, just man, this is not going.
Speaking of Nick,
wait, nope, say it. Hit the allegedly intro before you get to speaking of Nick.
Let me see. Jay Black ain't here to do his
Jay
job.
Black tapped out. Did Jay Black even hit us on the text? He ain't even text. He ain't even text. He ain't even call out.
And then he done moved stuff around in here. So okay, here we go.
Let's get this mother crawl.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go.
Allegedly, with Sexy Mo, powered by Media Room 360 TV.
Okay.
First of all, I love when people text me during the show. Like, why you keep touching your eye? First of all,
wow. I
had Tiger Balm on my hands and I forgot and I accidentally touched my eye and my eye started tearing. It's like icy hot. It's like touching your eye with icy hot.
You did a Michael Shawn. You did a Michael Shawn right there, woman. Go ahead, girl. Allegedly, don't forget, y'all. We reserve the right to let y'all know. We don't know if these are true or not. We can retract these comments and these statements immediately after she says it. We got the same sources you got. The one source that claims to be a source here just gets all his information off of TMZ. So go ahead, Mo. Well, allegedly.
So speaking of Nick Cannon, Michael Shawn, yes, he has 11 kids and he traveled all over the world trying to see all of them on Christmas. Well, guess who's defending him? Akon.
Oh,
I knew Akon, embraced his heritage of, multiple wives. And a lot of kids, but what I didn't know is that he had 4 wives and 9 kids.
Oh Lord, Jesus!
Nick already passed him. Nick overwhelmed him. He's lapping him.
So, but he has 4 wives. Nick doesn't have 4 wives. He got baby mama.
I'm not doing it 4 wives. I'm not doing it 4 wives.
So, in a recent interview, he was saying like that.
You're not doing 4 wives. You're absolutely right. Okay, continue.
What the hell's going on here? Wait a second. You see that code is being cracked, right? You see the code? You see that code is being cracked.
'Tis the season. So, I did not know that he had the 4 wives.
I wanted 4 wives. I get 4 wives. Go ahead, Mo. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
So I'm like 4 wives, 9 children. He said, I applaud Nick. Nick is doing basically what he's supposed to do. Nick is wealthy and responsible, he said. He was like, there's nothing wrong with him having these children. He takes care of each and every one of them. He's rich. He said the baby mothers, they're not hurting for anything. They live comfortably. So the interviewer asked, well, what do you think about the kids, though? Do you think the kids are suffering? So he says, what about them? He said he's there for each and every one of them, which he is.
When?
If you want to look at it from that perspective. He said, I got 9 children and I'm there for each and every one of them. He says, look, every time he asked the interview, every time are you there for each and every one of your kids, for each and every recital, game, and everything that they do? He said even parents who got 1 kid aren't there for everything. So he says, look, that's a white man's thing. He said, who gives a F about a recital? My job is to raise my kids to be responsible. He said it's to be understanding and to protect them. He said to teach them how to protect their mother, give a hand with their father, to assist with family planning, and to be responsible adults. He said, my job is not doing all the extra stuff, all these holidays, recitals, and all of that. He said, if you can make them, great. If you can't, he said, the main thing is being responsible, showing them how to be compassionate and love, and keep a roof over their head. So
I mean, I agree with I'm you know, I don't make it to all of my kids' stuff. I made it to majority of it. Might be 1 or 2 things that I missed, but I get it. I get it. I understand, but I mean,
he's saying that he's created a legacy for his family. He's created a legacy to continue the lineage in his family by having these children. You know, in the African culture, the more children you have, the longer the longevity of your family. And so it's a sign of blessings in the African community to have a large family.
Akon's in a different culture. And I'm not disagreeing with Akon. The problem is Nick Cannon got these 11 kids inside a whole different culture.
Yeah.
So these kids, when a parent, first of all, it's, for lack of a better term, Nick has made this a spectacle. So now when these kids are in high school or in middle school, it's going to be, you're one of the Cannon kids. You're one of them. And he's going to have, and they got to deal with that. And yes, when you grow up when you grow up in a culture where those extra activities aren't essential, and he is right. This is a white
what he's saying.
culture thing. But the problem is we're in it. So our kids are have the pressure of your parent don't never show up to any of your stuff.
But Akon know that you can't. He knows that he can't do that and be there for all them kids at one time, because he couldn't even do all his concerts in America. Send his brother sometimes as his double, acting like him. So he knows that he can't.
But Nick has got him in a situation where people are already complaining, and our culture here in America is, you already know there's going to be some type of stories that are going to come out that these kids, when they're, and I don't wish it, but there's going to be, if anything happens, if any kid gets in trouble, it's going to be pointed at Nick Cannon not being there. And, you know, and listen, you can have 2 kids and it would be impossible, might be impossible for Nick Cannon with all the damn jobs he's got to be there. But then when you got 11 kids, do you really know if somebody's going through something? Like when you got 11, do you really know if number 4 is having a problem being the 4th kid with whatever? Or do you really know if kid number 8 is in an unhealthy relationship? Like, do you really know this?
Do we take that same stance on parents who only have 2 children, 3 children?
No, but that's what I'm saying. You may not know. You may not know if you have 2. You may not know this.
Yeah,
but if you got
2, and sometimes I don't know. It'll take me a minute to figure out. Oh, she going.
But we don't judge parents who have 1, 2, 3 children when they don't know everything, or if they can't show up to everything. But someone who has that many children, we're like, oh, you're doing them a disservice. You're not a good parent because you can't be there and you can't show up. Or the parent who works all the time but provides their child this lavish life, the best of schools. And you say, well, your dad is working all the time to provide you a good life. But if he has 11 children, he's looked at as it's a fault. So I definitely see it from both angles. I definitely see.
We may not judge either parent, but them kids be judging.
Yeah, because I mean, I see if he
are like
they kids to trust. Wait till your kids hit that high school age.
And they start telling you about you.
And they be having legit, and when they hit you with some legit shit, you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
oh,
My bad.
yeah, I didn't know. I was right. So
Kids are bloodsuckers in human form. I swear, they're relentless. Like
yeah,
you
they
can do
us.
everything for your
Yeah, until they
children.
become adults and have our experiences. Because
You can do everything for your children as soon as they turn teenagers. You never did anything for me.
yeah, I'm waiting to hear what my kids have to say. Because right now they say a whole lot of good stuff, and I'm like, ooh. When they
Real talk, did Mariah just complain about him not spending enough time with the twins? I'm absolutely. And you know who might be, who might be the most pissed are the originals, the ones that were here first. Like, because those are the ones that actually experienced him living in the house.
Yeah,
those are the ones who woke up with him.
Married to their mom.
Yeah, they was a household.
Yeah,
like those are the ones who like nobody want to meet 10. Don't nobody want to meet 9.
Right.
They might be like mother F, like
each other.
Our
I'm
kids
over 10's house. I'm over 7's house. I'm over 8's house.
But our kids be talking behind our back. They be like mother 8. Don't nobody give a fuck about 8. Nobody does.
And Morocco is old enough. Like the twins are old enough to be able to talk like that. So
yeah, because how old are they now?
Yeah,
I'm a little.
At least they're probably
they got to at least be 15.
Yeah, they're teenagers now. So I'm pretty sure that they,
Well, go ahead, Mo. What else is going on?
But talking about family, my sources tell me during the holidays, Tia Mowry was with her ex, Corey, and she had her wedding ring on in the family photos. Now,
who's Tia Mowry? Can y'all just school me on who Tia Mowry is?
Twins, Tia and Tamara.
Oh, them two. Okay. Oh, those two.
So that she's divorced from Corey Hardwick, and she said that, of course, the divorce is the best thing that ever happened to her. She went on to talk about their relationship, and so of course they were on the gram posting pictures with their children in their family home together, and she had on her wedding ring, leading people to assume that maybe they're getting back together.
Well, what else we supposed to assume? If you got the wedding ring back on
and you're taking family photos and saying from our family to yours.
What did she just want to? Maybe she just liked the ring.
No, you can't put the wedding ring back on. Like that's misleading everybody. Like that's misleading the kids. That's misleading everybody in the family. Everybody's like, oh, she got the wedding ring on. We taking pictures and the hope is there. And if there is hope and y'all get back together, more power to you. If y'all wind up getting back together, y'all go ahead. Sometimes you need a time apart.
She's the one that talked about, not doing the TikToks and she can't do this. Remember, Mike, she said, she knows that her husband was like, you doing too much, or, you can't do that, or you can't do this. She spoke a lot about his controlling behaviors and things like that in their marriage.
And now after she posted 6,000 TikToks, she's by herself in front of that little light doing and she's like, maybe this wasn't.
They're 11. The twins are 11.
Oh, okay. Maybe she's like, maybe this wasn't worth it. You sitting, you got your whole TikTok set up. You like
during the holidays, they were in front of the fireplace taking pictures.
Oh, he was there or just her?
No,
he was in the building.
Him and the kids in front of the fireplace taking pictures, and of course, noticeably, she had her wedding ring on.
Come to claim that vagina back. Like, yeah, enough playtime, girl. It's about to daddy back.
So, I always like breakups are juicy because, they're scandalous and we get all of the tea. But I love a good, comeback, Simi baby story. So if that's the case, more, kudos to them.
Congratulations to them.
I ain't never had a comeback to me. Have any of y'all had a comeback? Like, I've never gone back. I'm not saying that to brag.
People said they wanted to come back.
Right.
No, but did you?
They want to go back. I got back with my ex-husband. I got back with my ex-husband once.
Yeah, I never got back.
It was like, well, let's try it. We split up, and it was like, okay, we'll be a family for these girls. And then we, I was like, nah, I won't do this.
I did, and he was like, "You saying we broken up, but we ain't broken up."
See, that's where the restraining orders come into.
Yeah, that's some crazy ones. And I'm like, nah, we gonna
He was
make
like,
this
"You can
work.
keep saying we broken up, but we ain't broken up."
Yeah, you
I
ain't
don't care
single.
what you say.
You ain't single. No, you still mine. You still all mine.
Nah.
Now, and I don't want anybody to give me props because I never went back. I never went back because I burned the shit to the ground. Like there is no going back. Like when I'm done, trust me, ain't nobody regretting that they not with me no more. I ain't got nobody out there going like, yeah, he's the one who got away. No, they happy. They happy that the relationship is over. But hey, if you go back,
when I say that I'm done, when I say I'm done, there's nothing that you could do or say or buy that's gonna ever make me come back. It's a wrap.
I'm done,
It's over,
because I won't even talk to you.
Yeah, that's me.
I
I
mean, I
blocked
answer
the
no
number.
phone calls.
Yeah.
Like if I see you in the street and you come talk to me, I'll be cordial. But it's like we don't really have. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
I don't even talk. There's one person.
How
There's
you
one
doing?
person I dated. I won't even talk to him.
Don't be sending people to call me. Yeah. Don't be, having people call me, asking me stupid questions.
I mean, is there anything like when you say there's nothing, when y'all say there's nothing that I can't say there's nothing you could do? Like, I mean, now obviously there's nothing you could do, but there are like if certain people, individuals would admit it to their faults in situations, and I'm like, oh, so you get it now. And if I would have felt like you understood your fuck up, then, but not now, because now I'm saying when it first happened, like in my life, when it first happened, if somebody would be like, oh, I get it now. Oh, maybe then. So I can never say, I'm never going to say but there's certain people that I don't talk to just because I didn't really like them. But
damage is done.
I can only think of one person that I would say, okay, I would get back with that person. It's only one person.
Oh, you get back with him now?
Just in period, in general, because they didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing.
Please tell.
They didn't do nothing. I broke up with them.
No, please tell. Please explain.
Today,
I broke up with them. This was when I was in college.
Oh, so you get back? Did you answer the question? You get back with him now?
Well, not today. But you're asking, was there anything that they could say? So yeah, because I broke. Well, I usually break them off anyway, but nothing happened. It was just.
Oh, so when's the last time he reached out to you?
Taco Tuesdays.
It's 10 years.
Good answer. Everybody always hit you with the years. Everybody.
I ain't talked to that dude since I was in my 20s.
Okay.
No, decades. He had got married, got a whole family.
Yeah. I see you kept up on him. See, she may
want
to do Al Green.
Yeah. What do you mean? I don't know where he at now.
Al Green, let's stay together. Oh, she might have done the Al Green, let's stay together. Sometimes you come to your senses. You be like, sometimes when you back in these streets, you realize the streets ain't too kind. Sometimes you realize, you know what? And hey, God bless.
Why do guys always try to come back?
Yeah, I was
after they realize, like, you the best thing that ever happened to me. I missed. Well,
because y'all were listening to Jay-Z when Jay-Z was like, I was just effing these chicks. I was going to be right back. And guys really thought they was going. And sometimes, not in y'all case, I'm going to say the majority of the time the shit worked and they let you back in.
Yeah.
This young lady and her 3 small kids, including a baby, they were put out by her husband and they were standing out in the cold at 11 at night. She went back.
Oh.
And that I've heard that story before too. And I don't give it. And when I was told that story, I did not give any advice because I had a funny feeling the way she was telling the story. Sometimes when people are too adamant about the story, when people are really like trying to like, I ain't never going back to that mom, and I can't believe he left my kid, me and my kid. When they are acting like that, that's when I'm like, you going back.
Yeah, normally if you're really done,
ain't
it's
no
so silent. It's so silent. You don't even have to say
exactly.
The
person is just really like,
you leaving everything. You're not even leaving a bobby pin because you don't want no reason for somebody to call you and be like, you left your bobby pins.
Yep, and you pack all that shit up and you
I
know
you like to pin your hair up at night.
Now let me pack all your shit up.
I need you to get your bobby pins and your hair scarf. Nope.
Okay, Mike.
Yes.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Tap in.
8 a.m. on the East Coast, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's going down. Michael Shawn and the Takeover legend, Shawnee Scott, no Jay Black. Shawnee Scott, sexy Mo, no Jay Black. Jay Black is tapped out. Hope everything's okay. All right, so give me another. You got another story, or we good?
We'll talk about baby mamas and baby dramas. Young Miami is really speaking out. About Diddy's baby, because of course academics drug her, talking about how she was a side chick, and Diddy spoke up and was like, Carisha ain't no side chick and never will be. She's very special to me, and don't be talking about nobody who's special to me. You know how Diddy, get the cacking, sorry.
And the more he talked, the more I be the suspect. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh yeah,
don't be about my girl. Don't be talking about Carisha. But she said basically she already knew. She said when you're in a relationship with somebody, you communicate. So she said she already knew about the baby. So she's trying to shut down all the media who's trying to clown her. Like, girl, he had a whole baby on you, and he had a baby in October. He just now announcing it. She said she knew in October. But because of the type of relationship they had, I guess, it was okay. And she's saying, hey, I'm not trying to have a baby, but if it happens, it happens.
Let me tell all y'all little
narrative. Go ahead, girl.
All y'all little dissector chicks on the side talking about, first of all, academics, you know better. You ridiculous right now. Diddy don't have a main girl. She was getting paid a salary. She was getting paid. She was an employee. And all you little chicks on the side over there, oh, he had a whole baby on you. Yeah. Dude's been having whole babies on y'all, and y'all not getting paid $500,000 a month. Let me tell you something. If a female came up to me and said, you know what, he paying me $500,000 a month, and I'm not talking about laying hands on somebody.
Yes.
But he had a baby on me. I'm like, girl, if you don't be the godmother and shut your ass up to that baby, be the godmother. You getting paid $500,000 a month. Y'all chicks out here getting tricked off on for free every day. What? I'm helping name the baby. What?
I'm changing diapers.
I'm cool with the baby mom and everything.
You going to the Grammys? I don't need to go. You need to be there. What she call her? Poppy. Poppy, you need to be there, Poppy. I'm gonna watch the baby.
500,000 a month, and it got reduced to 250,000, which is a good segue into Jaguar Wright, who has had the most epic clips. She's got about 15 clips on TikTok that have, like, this girl has literally done an entire interview in clips. I ain't even seen the whole interview. I don't even know where to go to for the whole interview. I feel like I've seen an hour worth of content from Jaguar Wright. And being that we talked about Diddy. Oh, you don't have that one. You have the one that she talks about what? Oh, you do?
Young Miami. It's going to start off about Cassie and then go into the Young Miami.
So this is Jaguar Wright, her opinion on Young Miami.
Young Miami. Run as fast as Cassie did. Has anybody asked themselves about that shit?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are asking about what's going on with it. Yeah, a lot of people are looking at it as like that's the way the new relationship should work.
What, to get paid?
Yeah, basically.
She was getting $500K a month. She quit because he dropped her down.
I think that's where they're at with it now.
No, but understand this. Think about this. And there are women in this room. Why would you quit? What the is going on that 250,000 ain't enough?
Ladies?
Like the fact that he, I'm just saying, the fact that he cut from 500 to 200. Who the gives a shit? 200K? Who 250K? Who turning down 250K a month? What the is going on in that relationship that 250K ain't enough?
Could see some things.
That ain't worth 250K. That's got to be some dark shit.
You know that trip is like 6 minutes long.
Yeah. That was what I was.
If you want to.
When we first talked about her leaving, I was like, damn, she left that much money. Oh, but she was complaining when he dropped it down to 250. I was sitting there going like, she's complaining. But it is true. Like, what has to be going on that a dude's paying you $250,000 a month?
Maybe she don't want to put strap-ons on no more. Allegedly, I don't know.
I mean, pegging is a hard job.
Yeah, maybe she allegedly
don't
want to do that.
Allegedly.
I mean, I don't know that I would want to do that for.
I mean, so think of. I mean, for us, we say that that's a lot of money. But she is she's past her city girl run it up phase. Like she's elevated in terms of her bank account now.
Where?
So
where is she? Where do you think she's elevated?
More money than when they first started out.
She had more money, but remember, she started on quality control. I mean,
right. So, but I'm saying she has more money than when she first
started. What you think that deal looked like?
I promise you,
sure it wasn't looking juicy. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I know she has more money than when she first started out. So more money, your eyes are looking at things a lot differently. So she know $200,000 a month ain't nothing for Diddy.
No, she also needs to know that she can't replace $250,000 a month.
Where's she gonna get another man that'll give her? And I'm not saying that she should minimize herself, because if she felt like it was too much and that her value was more than that, you do what you got to do.
I think that she felt like she can get more than that.
Well, then she was wrong.
So she was
from who?
Her stance.
From
I'm
who?
saying from him. I think she just stood her ground. Like
But after he dropped you to 250,000, you still sleeping with him and poppy. So she didn't get more.
I ain't mad.
I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not, if that's the life she want to live, girl, more power to you. Because somebody got to do it. Everything ain't fair, but go power to you. But
today, right now, somebody rolling over to somebody who ain't even buying them a sandwich from McDonald's.
No, those are facts. And that Cassie story is very interesting. Because she never came back. Like Cassie's another one. Let me tell you something, Cassie. What you better never do in life, don't ever start writing a tell-all book. And you're good.
Well, I don't think that
she will.
One at a time, y'all.
I think she gets into Cassie and the whole Cassie cutting her head off after this. I mean, cutting her hair off, not her head. Hair off. So do you want to go? Or
I mean, go ahead. Play
like people are not understanding that girl quit 250K. 4 million every quarter. Well, I'm sorry, $1 million every quarter.
Shit.
Now she was getting 2 million a quarter, but then she got, you got going on that's so deep that it ain't worth $1 million a quarter.
They told a story about Cassie one time, and she was saying someone had asked her why she cut her hair, and she was like, Diddy said he just liked it that way. And they said when she answered the question, it was like she was in a trance. Like she was just like, I just don't know. Diddy just said he would like my hair this way. And they was like so in awe, like how she didn't even have a thought about it. It was just what he wanted.
I was watching Puff. The nigga Puff was looking on there. He saw this white woman. It was bottles on bottles on bottles around her. It was lit. Puff jumped out. Me and Cassie sitting next to each other. My wife right here, Cassie right here. The nigga jumped off the bar, came on and said, yo, Cassie, tomorrow, I want you to shave the side of your head. And I was like, what kind of request is that? So when I'm like, what the? So when I look up there, this white woman side of her head was shaved, my nigga. And the bitch looked good with it. So I was looking at Cass. I was like, well, I was like, you're not about to do that, are you? She said, well, I mean, whatever Shawn wants, I'm going to do.
That's how he operates. He has people followed.
Stop it.
I'm sorry. Can we put a pin in it right there? Because we got to dissect the whole video.
No. When I tell you, but this is the crazy thing.
Because Jock just made it that much funnier. I'm sorry.
But this is the crazy thing. Nobody in these squares don't believe the story. We all believe the story. We all believe that you can see him going, yo, I need you to shave your head tomorrow. Eyes wide open, bottle of liquor in his hand, whatever other allegedly whatever other drugs that are in his system right now. These people don't be doing regular stuff. These people really be on this whole lifestyle is crazy for real.
That was my thought, Ashley, that he wanted to look at a man. That he needed to have that masculine feel too and stuff.
So we're gonna break down. So we know where we're at on this. Is there anything else she says that we need to break down right now? Or because I really want to go to this Dame Dash Aaliyah thing.
I think that's good. Because I can't remember the whole thing, but I mean, those were the main parts.
I really want to get to this Dame Dash Aaliyah thing because Aaliyah is the story that's been in our face our entire lives, and nobody's been disgusted. Nobody's been disgusted. How these grown ass men were fiending over Aaliyah, who was a teenager.
Oh no, that's not Aaliyah. That's Foxy Brown.
Oh, that was Foxy Brown. Foxy was 16. Oh, there's the other video with Aaliyah. And I saw pictures of Aaliyah with Jay, Aaliyah with all these dudes, and she looked like a fucking kid.
Well, if you look at Inga, when Inga came out, even though they had her scattered.
God bless her. God bless her. No. So this is the video.
Fox was a baby.
Well, Nick Cannon, speaking of babies, Nick Cannon is doing his podcast, and he asked Dame Dash a question, and without answering the question, Dame Dash basically put all
don't
everything.
like me asking questions about Prince. What about Jay-Z?
Okay, there you go.
Can I ask just one question, totally separate but semi-related, and it just goes back early on. At what age was Foxy Brown signed?
I don't fucking know. I wasn't paying attention to Foxy Brown.
Yeah, but I
didn't sign Foxy Brown.
I know you did. I'm just asking the question.
Because I'm on the block. I'm responsible for everybody.
You the boss.
I wasn't. Oh, now I'm the boss.
I've always given you the credit as a boss.
What I'm saying is, bro, I didn't sign Foxy Brown.
I'm just asking.
What do I got to do with Foxy Brown?
That's why I said it's a whole separate related question, Dave.
What do I have to do with Foxy Brown?
Because the first time I ever heard of Foxy Brown.
Now, Dame got something to do with it? Don't beat around the bush. Say what you want to say.
I'm just asking.
What do you mean by that question?
I was just asking.
What are you insinuating?
I'm not insinuating. I just asked the question. I just wanted to know.
Hey, Kenyatta.
Kenyatta. I'm just asking.
Why you bring that up? What happened with Foxy Brown? I don't know. What were you saying?
I'm not. Asking a question. I'm just asking a question.
All right, you bringing up something, but it ain't to me.
I'm just asking a question.
I don't know. My name is Cousin Bennett, and I ain't in it.
Now you ain't in it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just saying.
I promise you. I
thought Foxy was like 16. That's all I'm saying.
Did I sign her? It sounds like
all I'm saying is in this industry when we live in these glass houses.
It seems like you got a question for Jay. Ask him. Don't ask me his questions, bro. I'm not taking it.
I'm not just okay.
Y'all could keep asking me questions.
We're moving on.
Y'all keep asking me questions y'all want to ask him because he ain't here. Ask him. I ain't got shit to do with that, and I don't even know nothing about that. And now I don't even want to remember nothing about that.
You don't want to remember.
I didn't even think about Foxy Brown. I'm like, why you asking me about Foxy Brown? You playing?
I was asking. You my man.
I know not with me. You playing? I know how you do. You playing?
You my man.
I know you're not playing with me. As I said, but you playing. But don't put me in that blender.
Culture Vultures is an amazing book.
It's so funny.
Now, all these interviews, I'm gonna tell you, like I've said stuff before, but because people don't be listening, all these interviews and all the laughter, right? When these, because they will come out,
Yes,
and the dots will be connected to everybody that was involved. Let's remember that them dudes him and Jay-Z made an album together when R. Kelly was at his superpowers when it came to running through young women. Let's remember how young Beyonce was when Jay really got at her.
But remember when Ain't No Like the One I Got came out? How old was Inga?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, we get it. Like, we get it. But
no,
but
I
he's
didn't
talking.
back then. I didn't realize that she was that young. Listen to the lyrics.
I get it. I
didn't even realize she was that young.
understand, but now we know. And these little interviews that are all giggle laughs, this stuff will start. People will start. That's the gift and the curse of social media. Everybody will start digging.
Yes.
There's the one guy who got the picture with Jay-Z when he's 33 and Beyonce when she's 18, allegedly. All I'm saying is, if you think that's the first time they started rocking out, okay, believe what you want. Believe what you want. And no cap, I was with the best of both worlds CD. We all were.
I went to the concert. Yeah, I remember that.
But how many times have I told you?
Programming my two-way pager.
And this is, I've said this a million times. We are offended about stuff, but we will overlook shit when we like it. When we like what the artist puts out, when we like what the artist does, we will overlook all the circumstances. But if it was a regular dude, running up allegedly in Foxy Brown, we'd want him in jail for 20 years.
I mean, but Jay-Z, you know, when the whole R. Kelly thing started and Surviving R. Kelly came back, Jay-Z was like, oh yeah, that's part of why I had to get off tour with him, and he was taking girls too.
But what's the difference? That's what I was gonna say. What's the difference between what he did allegedly with Fox and what R. Kelly and other artists have done,
or Harvey Weinstein?
What's the difference?
There's not a difference. There's absolutely not. I didn't realize
he didn't touch that.
Yeah, I was young when Ain't No came out. When Reasonable Doubt dropped, I was young. I was in high school. I didn't realize he was that old when it came out.
And this is why people like Jaguar Wright, the mission of, and it's more difficult now. Back when there was no social media, you could disparage somebody like they did to Jaguar Wright. You could disparage these people from saying what they were saying, and there was no platform for them to fight back, because the whole media conglomerate would come together because they all knew we all got shit to hide. We got to shut this down now. When you blackball somebody back in the day, you could blackball them. That's why I don't get why people are scared of being canceled. If you got a few million followers, they're not leaving. Matter of fact, when you get canceled, they want to hear what you have to talk about even more.
Yeah.
So now these people
get killed. You get killed quicker. Literally.
And this is why Kanye, being who he is, said they're gonna try and kill me. Because now if he were to wind up dead or suicide or whatever, there'd be millions of people going, he didn't do that.
I want to ask James, what do you mean? We have to remember they live in a total different world than we do. I mean, it's still you still overage having sex with
and pedophilia is pedophilia. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have a dollar sign behind it.
Times have changed because everyone that was teenagers in the early 20s, in the late 90s were really moving like, listen.
I mean,
but it's still pedophilia. It's still no matter how you slice it.
And that's why so many people have problems now. Because of what we accepted. Like we accepted grown ass drug dealers coming to the high school and picking up sophomores in their Maximas.
Yes.
I remember the Maximas pulling up with the I am this on the side on the ground effects and picking up grown ass men.
Yeah.
He said a Maxima. I ain't seen a Maxima.
Maxima, the original,
Nah, I know exactly what you're talking
with
about.
all the ground effects and the 5-star rims coming to the high school, picking chicks up, and chicks was like, aha, my man coming to get me. And now we look back on what we accepted.
Yeah.
And now we wonder why we so like cats, why society sexually is so wild out. And I don't mean picking what you are.
Yeah.
I mean how everybody, sex is just an act now. It's just everybody. But we were there when these kids was getting turned out. We was there. But this is gonna, I'm telling you, this is gonna come to a head where people, and there'll be one sacrificial lamb. And maybe R. Kelly is a sacrificial lamb. Maybe he's the one, he's the standard where we feel like we did something because R. Kelly's in jail. But in reality, you didn't, because the people who were recording in that studio with him knew what was going on, because they've already, way back, they were leaking stories about how, I saw when he had all the chicks in when you have money, you know what I'm saying? When you have money and you're making other people money, the rules are different. They get away with the nut shit. Yes, they get away with it because we allow them to get away with it. Facts, Mike. I remember getting scooped up in the Benz in the late 90s. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I always say, this is what you have to watch. This is when you know a dude in your clique has got some stuff. Pimped out Volvos with furry headrests. Yes.
Stacey.
This is what you have to watch. When a dude says this, a dude sees a girl who's obviously young, and he says this comment, which, I heard so many dudes say, they ain't look like that when I was that age. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. You just wanted, they ain't look like that when I was that age. Like you trying to test the temperature of the dudes around you. Because if the dudes are like, yeah, you right, that gives you the okay, the green light to now be like, well, maybe I'll holler at her. I never forget playing basketball with a dude who worked at a school and blatantly thought we was all gonna join in when he said he was knocking chicks off in the school. And he thought everybody was gonna be like, word, and everybody got quiet. We was all at least 27 years old. I was 27, and he was older than me. And everybody got quiet. And that's when he was like, nah, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't hit. I mean, it was just
a little.
Stop playing. I'm in defense. My baby dad was my sister's friend and was 3 years apart, but he was 20-something years.
We lasted 20-something years with 14 years.
Yeah, I mean,
but you're talking about 30. You're talking about men in their 20s.
Thank you, Bishop.
Preying on 15, 16-year-old girls.
And then we started realizing how nasty it was, and started realizing what an advantage a man has to, what is the word? Grooming.
Grooming.
How if I'm 27 and you're 17, how easy it is for me to groom you into exactly what I want you to be. Now, I mean, it could turn out like Ashley has an example where it was 20 years, they lasted 20 years, or it could turn out that I use you up and I run through you and I F up your brain thoroughly, where you got to spend 15 years trying to undo the mess that, and I'm saying hypothetically, I ain't never do this. I'm saying hypothetically.
Her baby father were only, she said like 3 years apart.
And they were 3 years apart.
I'm talking about grown ass men preying on and grooming, as you said, 15 and 16-year-old girls.
And
little girls, young women.
And that's why you got to be like, and we go into a whole different realm here. So please forgive me, because I'm the one who says let's stay on topic. This is why when the dress code has turned into what it is for these young girls, I'm not saying it because I'm being overprotective. I'm saying because I know the reaction this society has when you walk around like that, and I know the predators that are out there ready to get in your ear. And these young girls who don't have any support system to school them are getting run through by these dudes.
But you know what?
All over the world. There are places where dudes are going getting them passports simply because they can go somewhere in a different country where those 15-year-olds, it's all good. It's all legal for it to happen.
And jeans and a hoodie is getting the same thing because nasty men are nasty men.
Yeah.
Jeans and a hoodie now.
Predators are predators.
I understand that, but I'm saying you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you get that attention. When I'm walking somewhere, I'm really not trying to put my hood up when the cops are around. Now, that doesn't mean I'm a criminal just because I got my hood up, but I'm not putting it up because I don't want that attention.
Yeah, but we shouldn't live in a world. We shouldn't live in a world where someone should be able to do something to you because of what you have on.
Well, when you
use that as an excuse to ask why they
when you sexualize, allow a 14-year-old to be sexualized in how she's dressing, you are putting a bad example because you're putting them in a situation where they're not built for it.
I agree with that because I don't like the when I go to the girls' games and they have the little dancers and the cheerleaders and they out there, and the last game I went to, the other schools, girls had on cat suits. They ain't put no little skirt around it. They had on cat suits. They came out on the basketball court and got to twerking and shaking their butts. And don't get me wrong, I was a majorette growing up. But one thing that our band director said, one thing we could not do, we couldn't have flagpoles, which meant we could not open our legs.
Our legs, yeah. I was going to say we could open our legs.
We not open our legs. One nose, twerking and taking about. You twirled every time. You had your moves that were solid, and that's it. We were groomed by Southern, by those girls, the dancing dolls, and we couldn't do that. And it's like, I get it that you want to have the kids in these activities, but it's a way they can look like kids and not like they out there making a porno for these old nasty ass men and nasty women that's in the stands watching because you hear what they're saying.
Right. And I'm glad you touched on women too, because there are women predators as well.
Oh yeah, tons of them. But when a guy can't come out and say so and so 18-year-old when I was, because people are, well, you should have enjoyed it. Well, that's the crazy part, because you might have an orgasm and it changes your whole mindset after that. Now that's what you trying to do with the people your age. Ashley said, no, I probably was supposed to be a hit and quit, but I always was super mature at 15. I was moving like I was 18. Now the crazy thing, and Ashley, we love you. The crazy thing about this is you're not mature at 18.
Right.
So you may think you move in a mature way because you ain't. It's just a weird world out here now. And the reality is we don't want to know what the reality is. We don't want to know that this is really going on a regular basis and there's millions this is going down on. No pun intended. Like cats is really turning young people out.
I wonder what Jay-Z would think or say or how he would react if his daughter, Blue Ivy, at 16, wanted to get into the rap game and someone with big influence pulled her into the game like they did Inga, aka Foxy Brown. Would he look at things through the same colored lens?
I absolutely not, because he knows he knows, and this is why
I'm saying, like, would he allow her?
First of all, and you're right. You're absolutely
take the money
right.
off the table. Take Jay-Z's influence off the table.
And when you take that off the table, he would be furious, and somebody would probably get stabbed, which happened. Somebody would probably get stabbed. But I don't know how to slow. I don't know how to slow things down. There is no slow. When the genie is out the bottle, it is out. Jay-Z said he regrets a lot of the lyrics he had and said about women. Okay,
I get that. But does he regret the alleged things that he did with Fox when she got signed, when she came on? Because she's saying that he took her virginity at 15.
I mean, it was a whole, and where, like, I can't say what I was about to say because then it sounds like I'm just, but it's true. Like what happened in that environment back then, pastors, you are tag teaming with the assistant pastors today.
The deaconess.
I hope I'm taking that the way he meant that to be taken. Oh, okay. Pastors, you're a tag team with assistant pastor. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
What do you mean?
Cool.
Why do you
No. Good. Thank you, Bishop. But I don't know how you put the it's over. Like everything is over. No, you can't even like it's just I don't know what to say.
I wonder if in any interview or if Nick Cannon ever interviews Jay-Z, is he going to pose that same question that he put up to Dame to Jay-Z? Because at this point in Nick's career, like he's not a newbie, so he don't have to like do the soft questions or tiptoe around. Like he owns his own stuff. He can divvy off and ask something and not be apologetic about it. He could straight up be, hey. So back when you signed Foxy, she claimed, you took her virginity at 15.
But you just got to make sure you better make sure when you ask that question that your closet's clean. Yeah. Because Jay-Z got enough influence to make sure that
absolutely.
The stuff that good morning, what up, Trendsetter? And I think that's the worrisome thing, that everybody in their past got something in their past, and everybody wants something to stay in their past. Mm-hmm. I don't know nobody who ain't got nothing that they don't want to come out. Like I know everybody's like, even if you ain't do nothing wrong, like illegal. Mm-hmm. Like just living life and just being in certain situations that you were in, that people be like, yeah, I don't want that. Nah, that's gonna be hard to explain that one. That's gonna be hard to explain this. So I think it's the domino effect. But the most dangerous people are people like Jaguar Wright and people like Kanye West.
Yeah,
because they're both on the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Like you taking everything from those individuals like that. You taking everything from them. It's like what else can you do to me, or what else can you take from me? So I'm gonna live in my truth.
Don Pay said Nick would never, ever ask that question. Now, and I mean the opposite ends of the spectrum. Kanye's like, I got enough money to keep this going no matter what y'all do. Nike can do whatever they want, or whoever took the deal off. And then Jaguar Wright is like, what? All the shows I'm getting right now is based on just me. You can't affect it like that. So they're both on the opposite. Yeah. Man, listen, it makes my head hurt. It makes my
listen, them Jaguar Wright clips and them videos and them gems she be dropping.
Yeah, the whole interview was 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah, like whenever she come out and she talk about stuff, I just be like, damn.
But they always want to throw you off. Like when she starts talking about the people who passed around Diddy. Now, some people will just say that's just life. People die. But ain't that many people die around?
Yeah,
around me. Now, the interesting thing, and this is all alleged. The interesting thing is Albie Shore is gaining his health.
Yes. Big up, because he's on the mend.
Yes, got a liver, and he's speaking up. And we'll see where this is going to go. Now, remember, there's probably only so much he can say because his son is still under the guidance of Diddy. So I don't even know how old his son is right now. I don't even know how old he is.
He's in his 20s, probably 30s. Like, yeah, he's I think Quincy is almost like 30. I want to say
I just wonder how much financially Diddy has his claws in there. I don't know. I don't know any of that. I'm not part of the circus.
He acts more like Diddy is more of his dad than Al B for whatever reason. Like he's always with them.
So on a happier note, Yam says, "Shit, excuse my language, Pastor, but there's not only women being preyed on. There are young men making those peanut butter sandwiches, and they're not just making peanut butter sandwiches.
Yeah.
See, when a guy says he was preyed upon to make a peanut butter sandwich, then we take it serious. But when a guy says he was preyed on by a 30-year-old woman, we don't take it serious. Because when a woman can go to jail for messing with a student, go to jail, come out of jail, marry the boy, and have kids with the same boy she went to jail with, that would never, ever be accepted if that was a dude. That would never be accepted.
And unfortunately, she passed.
You said what?
She died.
Oh well, that don't defeat the purpose. The point is what she did, and got away with it. But all right, there's no segue to this. Let's get to a happy moment because this is the Ashley Newman. His sons is 31, 28.
At least 30.
Yeah, but you don't know how much you know their finances are based on Diddy. So Al B might not want to say nothing crazy and mess up that situation or whatever, or put his kid in a problem or cause himself a problem. Christmas is over. New Year's Eve is coming, so we only have time. We only have 1 week to keep talking about Christmas. And Shawnee has a little boy wrote a letter.
Well, Jay Black, we're gonna do Jay Black's thing first. The PS5 gone wrong.
Oh, it is the PS5 going wrong. And see what you think should have happened to the kid afterwards, because I didn't see any discipline happen. They were asking, is he wrong to discipline him? But go ahead, go.
Bro, hey, come here, man. Come here. Hey! Bro, get up, bro. Go outside. Fuck is wrong with you? Bro, you really just threw the whole PlayStation, bro. Babe. He just threw the fucking PlayStation. Carter, bro. Bro, go upstairs. Bro,
So it was a prank that obviously went wrong, right?
But did he throw?
He chunked it, girl. He threw that
PS4.
I wouldn't have cared if it was a pack of donuts.
Now there were people. I saw the thing that were putting comments on. That's what you get for playing too much.
These kids, I told y'all, these kids is a new breed of kids. You can't play with them like that.
He got anger issues.
Yeah,
and there's a deeper issue here with the anger issues. But they were really people saying that the dad was playing too much. Now I don't know. Jay said the discipline. I don't know what discipline. I didn't see any discipline. That's why I watched the video.
Yeah, he didn't discipline him. I mean,
not at that moment.
Is what got me with those comments about he playing too much. Okay, you know what I saw? I saw a black father in the home with his black sons doing something that was supposed to be memorable and fun.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, these two little boys didn't know how to process that as a joke. So the same way he hollered up at them stairs and bang, he threw the pill. That told me a lot too. Because why are you calling her to take care of you?
Take care.
No, that might not have been his. That might not have been his kid. I took those weren't his kids. That's why he called Babe. I took it as though that is a reaction to somebody who can't do something. So they got to call somebody. Can't blame it on the father not being in the house. Yeah. Yep. But that video would listen, man. I have sat up here and I've sat up here. So Jay Black would love to be here right now. I sat up here and I said, beating your kids is not right. This is it. First of all, that video, if that would have happened to me, that video would have never got posted on social media. Because my instant reaction, and I may have felt bad afterwards, my instant reaction would have been to go upside his head.
You would have threw him the same direction as the PlayStation.
I promise you I wouldn't have called for nobody.
You would have got up in one swoop like a superhero.
I would have promised you. Now, walking away, I get the other kid walked away. Now that in my house would have got me. I'd have caught something for walking away, stomping off. But this is a different time. It's different. I'm not for physical abuse, but I know that the minute that damn PlayStation hit my door, that video would have never got posted. That's all I'm saying. That video, I don't even understand why you post the video. See, this is what I don't get. This is what I don't get. Why would you post that video? I don't understand what is the rhyme or reason. This is what I'm talking about, the thirst that people have with this social media. I don't even know, dog. I would have been so shocked. Either I would have been in that kid's mouth, or I'd have been so shocked that I would have had to leave because I felt like I would have hurt the little boy. I don't, but then you post it? Like, why? Please, somebody give me a reason why you would post that.
I don't know why you would post that. Because the thing, I don't know. When I saw that, I was just like, see, this is why I got a problem. One of the reasons why I have a problem with Christmas. Because the thing is, it's like, these kids don't even have the wherewithal to be like, oh, you say it's probably not their dad. Daddy probably got the real thing somewhere else. Because the box is there. So this lets me know these damn kids ain't got no common sense.
Yeah, the box is there.
The entitlement of it. But the entitlement of it all, and not being appreciative of just even still getting a game system. That was the PS4. You still should be happy that you got a PS4. You're not even happy that you got a gaming system. It was just like the reaction was so impulsive and explosive. I could tell that one right there got behavioral problems. He definitely has anger management problems outside of that joke.
Them teachers don't want him back at school. They happy they on break.
No, they definitely got a break from him.
What up, Dave? Yeah, that when I saw, I said, damn, this kid exploded like that. Like, I didn't even have like.
Wow, there's some grateful kids out there too.
Who's next on the list?
Yeah, give me a happy one. Please give me a happy one, because that depresses me. That depresses me in a multitude of ways.
Okay, so this little boy is upset about Christmas, and he decided to write Santa a letter. And you can see it's a little kid because you see he spelled deer, D-E-E-R.
Yeah.
He says, "Dear Santa, I am writing this on the day after Christmas, and I am very sad. I only received 2 of the presents I asked for. Since you ate my cookies spelled COOKYS, I will assume."
Good try. That's a good try. That was a good try.
He says, "I will assume ASOOM." This is so cute. "I will assume that my missing gift was a mistake. I will give you 1 week to fix this, Jeremy." So Santa comes back and he says, "Dear Jeremy, I am so sorry you are disappointed with your presents. You asked for 2 very expensive presents, and Santa can only do so much. You need to learn to be grateful for what you have, not upset about what you don't. If you continue to complain, I will have no choice but to add you to the naughty list next year." Okay, so it doesn't stop there. Little Jeremy, no, girl, Jeremy got a rebuttal.
Wait a minute.
You got a rebuttal. Wait a minute. I'm clicking the wrong button. I'm just gonna read it.
We are not doing multiple correspondence to Santa.
He responds back, and this is what Jeremy said: "Dear Fatty."
Oh, God.
Wait a minute.
He said, "Dear Fatty, your threats don't scare me!" Exclamation point. "Played your game and you did not deliver. This is not okay. I will give you 1 week and then you will pay. Jeremy. P.S. I don't know why you can't. I don't know why you something that is expensive when you have elf slaves to make things for you."
Elf slave.
I think you are. He said, "I think you are naughty for having slaves." And Santa replies. He says, "Dear Jeremy, you are being a very bad little boy because you cannot be happy with what you have. I have talked to your parents and told them to take away your weed. Now you have nothing. Once you learn to be grateful, perhaps you can have it back. I am very disappointed in you, Jeremy. You will need to be an extra good boy this year if you want to make it back on my list."
This is what I don't get. See, this is what I mean about Christmas. This little boy is going back and forth with somebody who don't exist.
He told him he had elf slaves.
He had elf slaves.
I'm sorry. It was the dear fatty for me.
Dear fatty.
It was the
gave-
dear fatty for me.
He gave Santa a timeline. And I love the fact that he pointed out that the elves were slaves. I just wrote that down because I'm putting that in my material now. I'm putting that in my material.
Slaves. So what are you talking about? Expensive. So you know his mama. I hate to stereotype, but mama got to be a Karen and daddy got to be a Bob. I'm just saying. He done heard somebody.
Not a. Listen, and how did Santa and Mrs. Claus last so long? How unhealthy they asses are. Like how are they still alive? They should have been gone.
Dear fatty.
Dear fatty, exactly. He got a point about them elves. Yeah, he got a point about the elves.
He said you got elf slaves to make whatever.
And how old are these elves? Are they underage? Are they making? Are they young elves that are sitting up there working and slaving? But my point is, like, this is what I'm saying. Why can't we just tell these kids there's no goddamn Santa?
Well,
I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean,
well, listen, he'd probably be more understanding if he knew his parents couldn't afford it.
Well, I don't know, because he called Santa a fatty. I mean, and Santa trumps parents, in kids' eyes. You're gonna say to the parents.
But now
mama and dad is different. But when you told these people there's this magical creature
that's gonna magically make all your dreams happen,
get everything you want, you got to send your list to Santa, and then we buying the letters from Santa for Santa to send the letters to him, and the reindeer gonna come and they gonna drop everything off, and he coming through a chimney we ain't got, because my kids pointed that out to me. They was like, we ain't never had no fireplace, so how he come in?
I told my son that I have to pay Santa. Santa send me an invoice every year because I didn't want him to think
the lie gets worse. The lie gets worse.
Mysterious bucket man bring him all these free presents. So I had to tell him I have to pay Santa, and if I don't pay Santa, he ain't bringing nothing.
And we gotta lie to our kids.
Well,
and
this
now
year he knows. He said lies. Parents lie.
Thank goodness.
Parents lie. I was so mad.
There is no Santa. Well, Dame wouldn't ask about the elves' age. No, Dame wouldn't. Dame was like, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Damn.
Dame would be like, I ain't signed these elves. I wasn't nowhere around. Just because I was on the block don't mean I have responsibilities for these elves. I ain't signed these elves.
I don't even want to remember what happened with the elves.
I don't know what happened in the elves' lunch cafeteria. I don't want to know what happened in the cafeteria where the elves eat lunch. I don't even.
Oh, goodness.
I just wish one day somebody would be like, look, I just wish let's tell our kids. The kids that don't celebrate Christmas are fine.
They really are.
They're okay. They're okay. Everybody's okay, y'all.
The biggest thing that was like my friends, some of them, not all of them, but a few people were like, well, when your kids go to school, they gonna tell the other kids ain't no Santa Claus.
Yes.
That's my problem. Ain't my problem.
Let me tell you how dumb.
Tell my kids stuff too.
I got in trouble on the radio for saying there was no Santa Claus. Out of all the stuff I done said, I got in trouble for saying, come on, enough with the Santa Claus thing. I didn't even say there was no Santa Claus. I'm like, come on, we really gonna keep pushing this to kids about Santa? I didn't even say there was officially no Santa Claus. A kid who believes there's a Santa wouldn't even understand what the conversation. I got in trouble for this. Like, I literally can we talk to you for a second? Talk to me about what? I ain't lie. There's no Santa. Like, I wish we would stop putting this pressure on everybody. We can still celebrate. We can still get gifts. We can still do the whole thing if that's what y'all want to do. But if we don't stop, like, I don't get it. Poor kid he wrote. Now, I love the fact that this kid is intelligent enough to write a complaint letter to Santa. And I love the fact that he wasn't intimidated by Santa's propaganda when he hit him back. I love the fact that
threats.
Your threats.
Me, Santa. Fatty. With them slave elves out there.
That's why I thought the kid was black, because he said slave elves. That's why I thought this kid was black.
I don't know what color the kid is.
Yeah, no, that took me out.
He said, we're going to call the SPCA.
Dear Daddy.
Them deers. Deer.
Dear
How old is Jeremy? looking at his handwriting, he got to be about 5, 6. I mean, I would think Carly and Cameron kind of wrote like this because the spelling and like threats, he spelled threats. Let's see. I some of this I can't, but you know what he's saying. But bless his heart.
And I'll tell you, the deer, the DEER. I remember getting into so many debates with teachers. They were like, no, it's DAR. And then whatever it's called. No, they sound the same, but they're spelled differently. And I was like, I was like, why? And they were like, I never forget, me and my teacher got into it over there. I was like, but why? I said, they weren't any other words. Like they couldn't create another word for deer. Like they couldn't create. No, it's just that's. So I was like, and there are more words like that. And that's when we jumped into the whole similes or whatever you called. And I was like, but this is the laziest language ever. Poor kid. Disappointed by God.
Disappointed by Santa.
I mean, disappointed by Santa. Sorry. Y'all treat him like God. Jesus got to share a whole holiday with him. All right. We done. This has been great. Shout to Jaguar Wright, the gift that keeps on giving. We'll have another clip from Jaguar Wright. Listen, we can do this forever. The problem with us now is that we've become too politically correct. Let the kids enjoy Santa. Man, fuck Santa.
Ooh. Wow. I hate that I didn't have the sound effects up because definitely
we're gonna get banned from a few streaming.
We're not politically correct. We training our kids to be lied to and believe lies. That's why it's so easy for us to believe whatever's said. Don't get me started, man.
We're about to get banned.
Same reason why we cook bacon and bake cookies. For Santa.
Cook bacon for Santa Claus?
I don't know. That must be a Philly thing. I don't know.
I ain't never heard of that.
I'm sure that happens in Jay Black's house. That bacon is probably left for Santa in Jay Black's house.
The bacon is for Jay Black.
The bacon is for Jay Black. Don't do that because that's when the kids start figuring it out. Wait a second. Don't you eat bacon every morning, Daddy? All right. F Santa. Putting all these people in under stress. All right. This has been good. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Y'all wasn't saying that when y'all was young, though. I figured out there was no Santa on my own.
If they would have told me that it
I would have been crushed.
I would have been fine because what I wanted every year, even though I did get a whole bunch of stuff, but what I really wanted never happened. So it really didn't even matter. And all I wanted was a certain person to be there.
Oh, damn.
Bacon is good.
That's it. It was a certain person that I wanted to be there to be able to spend Christmas with and have these memories with. That never happened. So I don't care about Santa Claus. Santa Claus didn't make that happen.
Yeah, your Christmas experience was tough. Never mind. It was a play on words.
Mm.
Oh, it was a play on words. Okay, chocolate chip.
Bacon. Let me go back.
I figured it out because
bacon is good.
I ain't got it. We cook bacon and bake cookies.
We cook bacon and bake. Oh, we cook bacon. I guess. I don't know. I'm not gonna get stuck on this right
now. We cook bacon.
Listen, I found that there wasn't Santa when I stayed up all night and my parents were partying in the living room and they was partying and drinking. And I did the whole, there's no chimney. All we had was in a 3-family home. All we had was a window that my dad would go up when he had to fix the antenna. So I sat there and I watched that. My dad made it plain to us. He was Santa. Thank you, Bishop. And you fine. You turned out to be a bishop. You're fine. Turned out great. And I sat up all night. I did not go to sleep. I stayed up and then I saw my dad putting together a little pool table. I give my dad credit. No matter how much he drank and partied, then would wake up and put my he put my toys together. And then I said, why are you putting, I saw like stuff getting situated. And I heard that and I was like, they ain't no damn Santa. These are my parents. But I played like, I played along like I was rocking with Santa, but I knew.
Yes, you can't take the joy out. Don't steal your parents' joy. Kids.
And why were gifts under the tree before Christmas night? Like they would stack the tree for the Christmas
How
party.
does that steal their joy if you remove Santa, but you still did the presents?
But if your parents tell you that there's a Santa and you know that there's not a Santa, kids, don't steal your parents' joy. Just go along with the lie.
Now, when I did believe in Santa, there was a phone number. I don't know if y'all had it. Shawnee,
Yes.
where you were at, there was a phone
Yes.
number that you could call Santa.
Yes.
And that's when my mom let me call Santa.
Yes.
That's when the lie got. I was like, yo.
It was like,
But the fact of the matter,
a call or something like that.
yeah, but when you get on the phone, Santa don't never let you say nothing. You be like, hey, Santa, ho, 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 Santa Claus, have you been a good boy? Hey, Santa, if you've been a good boy, I'm coming down your chimney. And you be like, hey, you can't get a word in edgewise. And then all of a sudden the phone call was over. I was like, well, he ain't let me talk. When I heard Santa, I was like, damn. Like when my mom but the funny thing is I wasn't allowed to call back because they charge you for that shit. I was never allowed to call back. I was like, call him back. Nah, he's busy.
Yeah.
He's too many phone calls.
You got to call everybody. That was like them psychic hotline calls back then.
I remember psychic hotline. Tomorrow I have a story about the psychic hotline. Who's the Jamaican girl? Who's the Jamaican? What was her name?
Cleo.
Call me now.
All right, Miss Cleo. I have a story tomorrow.
That rest her soul.
I have a story.
There's her story on Netflix. Call me now.
You know, it was crazy when Dionne Warwick was doing it. God, that was ridiculous.
Yes, I ran into her at the airport.
Made cookies.
Oh, she's still okay. Shout out to Dionne. When Dionne Warwick was doing, oh, boy, everything is a game. Everything's a freaking game, yo. Everything's a scam. All right, y'all. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that is guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in life. Fight for your happiness and never let anyone take it away from you. It's Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend, Shawnee Scott, Sexy Mo, and Jay Black. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Yeah, y'all.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't